Of all the things we've seen in this gigantic apartment so far, this is the thing that's impressed me the most. The concept of a garden on the rooftop of a building in the centre of the city. Japan often gets a lot of attention for its tiny apartments and small spaces. I mean, for my first 3 years living here in my apartment, I had to use an ironing board as valuable kitchen space, as a kitchen counter. It was pretty sad in hindsight. But what is life like on the other side of the fence? A good friend of mine living here in Tokyo who runs a luxury real estate business recently got in touch to say that he could get us inside one of the biggest apartments in all of Tokyo, an apartment that cost a staggering $20,000 per month. Now, to put that in perspective, a studio apartment in Tokyo on average costs about 100,000 yen, about $1,000, and you get about 35 square meters for that. So what do you get when you pay 20 times that amount? Honestly, I don't know. I've never been inside anywhere like this before, so let's go and find out. This is going to be depressing. Alex!
Hey,
how you doing?
Chris! Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you, man.
This is Alex Shapiro.
Hey,
he
guys.
owns iHome Real Estate.
Yes.
And what have you got for me today, Alex? You mentioned a $20,000 apartment.
Yes, I have an amazing place for you right in between two of Tokyo's most desirable neighborhoods, with probably the best rooftop garden in all of Tokyo, maybe all of Japan actually.
I don't think I've been anywhere with a rooftop garden before, so I can barely believe that.
Yeah, Scotty can't even believe that. Is that right?
And also, the camera person, I should probably introduce who they are, because they're somebody who's good. So, Charlotte.
Hi!
She is joining us today. Charlotte is going to look at a separate property. And going to make a video about that, and I'll link that in the description box so you can check it out as well. So 2 properties. The one I'm looking at is $20,000, and the one you're looking at is
13 grand.
$13,000.
Yeah.
So both pretty exclusive, exciting properties. So check out her video.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
If you were to pick 2 of the trendiest neighbourhoods in central Tokyo, odds are the shopping districts of Harajuku and Omotesando will be at the top of the list. And our property today is just a 2-minute walk from Harajuku's infamous Takeshita Street, nestled on the 4th floor of what is essentially a postmodern castle.
So we just got out of the elevator, and we've got the big, intimidating looking door here. But if you look around here, you can actually see the garden. How beautiful is that? By standards of a garden in Tokyo, that is... it's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, I just want to stop you right there. That's not actually the garden, by the way. That's not the garden, that's just the inner garden. I will show you the actual garden in a second, alright? But if you look right over there, you can see that little faucet over there?
Right.
That is where you wash your dog's feet after you take them for a walk.
Wow.
I'm
So
not even joking.
So it's the dog washing feet garden.
Exactly.
It's the technical term for it. Good God. All right, let's go there.
Alright, you ready to go through this?
Ready to go.
Alright.
It's like a nuclear bunker door, isn't it? How thick that is.
Solid wood. Then you go through here, you have a solid wood, what you think is a wall, but this is actually all shoe storage.
Wow.
For, if you take a look right over here.
That is a lot of shoe storage.
Yes. But if we come over here, let's check out the living spaces first. So if we come over here, you'll see the first part of the living quarters.
Right.
This is the first bedroom.
The first. How many bedrooms are there?
It's 4 bedrooms actually.
4 bedrooms.
So this is the least big, let's call it the smallest of all the bedrooms. Of course, you have plenty of storage space over here. If you go around, all this is closets on the wall again. So this is a bit bigger than most bedrooms in most apartments in Japan. And this is just the first bedroom and also the smallest. You'll see a lot more sun in here because it's a corner room. So you have windows on all sides. And by the way, all these windows, very rare for Japan, if you take a look. This is dual pane glass. So nice in the winter, also nice in the summer.
And also, barely any noise. We're right in the middle of the world's biggest city. You can barely hear a pin drop.
Yeah, the only thing you hear in here is the AC running. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
And look at the view.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for me, that's already my favourite thing about this apartment. The view is really quite impressive.
You can go through the master bathroom to get to the master bedroom. If you take a look over here, you have the first of 2 jacuzzi baths.
Wow.
Also, if you look over there, that's a TV. So you can watch
the Abroad Japan channel.
Watch Abroad in Japan, weeknights at 7 on YouTube. And if you look over here, this is amazing. This is where you can hang your clothes, because I mean, people in Japan don't really use dryers. And this kind of stores up if you don't want that. That is also, we talked about ironing boards. You can use that as an ironing board holder over there.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
So this is the kitchen.
That is the kitchen. Yes, that's your kitchen. Exactly.
I mean, this is, what is this again? This is like the hanging clothes room.
Exactly.
And this is basically already bigger than my kitchen.
Yes.
That's That's sad. I think that says more about me than the house, but that's cool. All right.
Now, let's go check out the master bedroom. And oh my God, it is massive. Take a look around.
This is essentially the size of my apartment in one room.
Yeah, this is 40
One
square
room.
meters. It's a very open place, and when you mention it's bigger than your apartment, it might be, because this place is actually over 40 square meters just for this room. So most Japanese apartments, in Tokyo at least, are a bit smaller than that, so.
Where would you like put the bed in here, do you think? You would do it?
If I was to do it, I would have a California king-size bed right in the middle. I'd go all feng shui.
In the middle?
In the middle.
Right.
Nothing touching the walls, because there are no walls. And also, you don't need to have any kind of like wardrobes or anything, because if you come over here, you'll see the entire wall here is your closet. And you gotta remember, in Japan, they don't usually keep, shoes in the closet door. This is just for clothing and, suitcases, and you can put your socks in here. Beautiful, right? Great for putting your socks in. So, I want to take you to the first part of the living room area, which would be the kitchen. Now, come on over here.
Like amazing here.
It is. It's amazing. There you go.
He's very good at this.
I try. This
good
is
God.
the living room and dining room.
Yeah. This is it. What is this? That last one was about 40 meters square.
That was just over 40 meters squared. This is 83 square meters large. So again, you said that's about, the size of your apartment. You could fit 2 of your apartments in here.
What would you put in here? Well, you could put an airplane in here.
You basically...
Small airplane, but airplane nonetheless.
Well, if you want to do it by vehicles, you could actually fit 4 cars into here. So that's one thing.
That's our new unit of measurement. How many cars can you fit in the room?
In your living room. I remember. Yeah, no, so really the biggest thing you have to wonder is how big of a TV do you get? How many sofas do you want? It's that kind of stuff. How big of a dining room table do you want? But this is the perfect place to have, any kind of reception or any kind of, large parties. Also, if you don't want the kitchen in view, you can just, take it right out of view, just like that. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, but I would have my...
Wait, you've just hidden the kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't make that look like it's not spectacular. That is ridiculous. You've hidden the kitchen with a door.
Yeah, I'll show it to you again. There it is. Yeah. Not many apartments can do this. With the marble countertops, by the way.
How much did you say this apartment was?
Just over 2 million yen. Let's see. I would have the TV over here. I would have a big, maybe 100-inch or something like that. Bam,
Why not?
right there. Why not? Right? Big L-shaped couch or something like that. That's what I would do here. I don't know. What would you do?
I would just roll around on the floor all day and laugh about how brilliant I was if I lived somewhere like this. Just roll and roll and roll. Yeah. Who actually lives somewhere like this? Because I don't know anyone who would live in this sort of apartment, so who actually is aimed at?
Well, this is mostly for diplomats and also like high-level diplomats, usually the minister counselor type of level, and also the heads of different companies over here, and just very, very rich folk.
So it's paid for by typically companies or embassies. They're the kind of people that pay for it.
Generally speaking, yes.
Expenses.
Yeah. This guy is the intercom. This is so when people, want to buzz in. When you want to buzz in people, they'll show their faces over here. But, that's pretty normal for Japanese houses and apartments. But the very, very strange thing that this has right here is this button right here. It's in Japanese, but it translates to button used to allow the elevator to come up here. This elevator does not come up to the 4th floor, usually. This is on the 4th floor. So what you have to do is either use a key to get in, or if you just want somebody to come up without you having to go downstairs, you press that and the elevator will start working to the 4th floor as well.
I want one.
Yeah.
I don't even have an elevator to my apartment, but I want one. That's so cool. Can I come up? No. I'm not going to press the button unless you've got chocolate.
So just one more thing I want to show you. Just if you step out of the living room, come over here. There's one more bedroom, and it's just a guest bed, but I would still like to show it to you.
Well, we've already seen a bedroom that was the size of a small airport, so...
Yes. Now, just keep in mind, this is the guest bedroom, and this is larger than most master bedrooms in Japanese apartments. And again, these are all closets right here for when your parents come in.
Where you just put your parents in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. Just stick them right in.
That's amazing. fit my whole family in there.
Most apartments and houses in Japan only have one bathroom, like full bathroom with a bath and a shower and everything. But this one, they decided, you know what, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have the bathroom over there for, you know, everybody that lives here generally, but we're also going to have a specific bathroom for the guests here.
Wow, this is really nice.
Yeah.
The floor's heated.
Yeah, and
floor is
somebody
heated.
left the floor heaters on, and they are very, very nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
In winter, that'd be perfect.
So now we're in the mini garden. It's on the 4th floor, but Chris likes to call it the dog garden, by the way.
Dog garden, the
Yeah.
secret garden. It's not so secret because every single room can see it. But
Exactly, Chris's secret garden, right?
it's a secret garden.
Yes. Now, the reason it's called the dog garden is because of this guy right here, which is a shower specifically made to wash your dog's feet.
If I lived here, which is never going to happen, I would probably just sit like out here. Maybe I'd have like a table here,
Yeah.
sit, drink my coffee, play with the dog that I don't
Wash your
have,
dog's feet.
wash my dog's feet.
Yeah.
That'd be glorious.
Now, this is, again, the mini garden, and when I said that there's a big garden, this is not the big garden. We're gonna go see that in a second. So now we're on the top floor, and we're ready to go out to the garden. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Ready
I'm
for this?
for the
Let's do
garden.
this. There we go. Right out here is the garden that I was talking about, and this is just the entrance to the garden. Let's take a look over here.
Good God.
Yeah, follow me. So now we're just kind of in the hallway area of the garden. Now if you come on over here, you can see the main part of the garden itself. This is like your own private English garden, if anything. You can kind of walk around here, you know, just through and get lost on your rooftop. How many places have you been to where you can get lost on your rooftop?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
This is a great place to sit and eat muffins.
It is,
That's,
yes.
that's what I'm thinking.
Crumpets.
Muffins and crumpets.
Yes, and scones, whatever you call them up there. Okay, so we were just in the jungle side of the garden. I want to show you the more, I'd say, functional side of it. If you come on over here, just over these rocks on the ground, you'll see this beautiful bench built right into the wall over here. And I would actually put my table out here. I would have some kind of dinner parties out here. What would you do? Or would you just sleep there?
Meditate.
Meditate.
Meditation space.
This is the meditation garden.
It's just really peaceful. Like a little bit of a Zen garden vibe going on here. I would sit here, morning coffee, crumpets, scones. Of all the things we've seen in this gigantic apartment so far, all the rooms, and there were many, this is the thing that's impressed me the most, I think. The concept of a garden on the rooftop of a building in the centre of the city. I mean, my garden space is like a balcony this big, covered in dirty washing, and it's not nice. This is like an oasis in the heart of the city.
Yes.
And I am quite envious. I mean, seeing a big apartment's one thing, but seeing a garden like this, it's just, I'm quite jealous. Do you feel jealous when you come to these apartments and you're showing people around?
Well, of course I am jealous of the people that are able to live in these kind of places. I mean, this garden is probably the size of my entire apartment. But no, I hope one day that I can get to the level that I can have a garden like this. That's how I feel.
You keep selling apartments like this?
Yeah.
You could do it,
One
Alex.
day,
I
one
believe
day.
in you.
This area here is the size of my entire apartment. And just the fact that they have an outdoor space is just crazy to me. I've lived in Japan for 15 years. I've never had a garden. I've only had a little balcony that was maybe half the size of this bench. So yeah, this is pretty amazing. I honestly didn't even know that houses of this size existed in central Tokyo. It just blows my mind. The kitchen, 80 square meters. What? I've never had an apartment that big.
While this postmodern castle already clocks in at $20,000 a month, just merely deciding to move in will set you back a further $130,000 in fees up front. There's the first 2 months' rent, the security deposit, the insurance, the lock changing fee, the guarantor company fee, and finally the agency commission. And if you pay all that, congratulations, the place is all yours. And if you're not bankrupt by this point, don't worry, the neighbourhood car park will finish off what's left.
Yeah, so we just left. We've only been here for, I don't know, maybe an hour or two or something. And it came out to 1,800 yen for that.
About $20.
Yeah, more or less. Don't you love Harajuku?
Thank thank you for showing us around today, Alex.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. One of the most difficult things foreigners face when coming to Japan is getting an apartment. Certainly when I moved to Sendai, when they found out I was a foreigner, they were like, you can't stay here, you can't come here. And that kind of shut me down. Have you found that to be a problem in Tokyo as well?
Yes, it is absolutely a problem over here, and I have to ask every time, are foreigners allowed to stay here? And yeah, that takes up probably half of my time when I'm searching for places, calling them up and asking if they're foreigner friendly. And even still, if they are foreigner friendly, a lot of the times they will change the conditions that you have to meet. They'll change the amount of money that you have to pay in order to move in.
Why is it more difficult for foreigners to get an apartment in Japan, from your experience?
They think of foreigners as a flight risk.
So they can just take off without paying, basically.
Yeah, that, and also sometimes they've had bad experiences with foreigners in the past, and sometimes it's just kind of like they don't trust foreigners.
You have to look for both sides of the coin to some extent. Why?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're a landlord and you've got 10 applicants, one of them's foreign, maybe you are going to skew towards Japanese tenants, right?
Yeah.
There's less risk. So you've been running this company for 2 years now.
Yes.
What led you to get into the world of real estate in Japan? I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think you're the only foreign business owner I know working in the world of real estate.
So my partner and I saw that there was a big gap between the amount of foreign people that want to live over here and the places that actually can deal with having foreign people come into their offices. So this is a big problem, is that even if even if there are properties out there that are foreigner friendly, it's still hard to find a realtor that can actually deal with you in English. And that is obviously one of the services that we provide. But
the dog is sleeping.
She's snoring right on my arm.
Snoring while awake.
Yeah, that's what they do, pugs.
Pugs.
Just snoring and all day long.
Sky's the real star of the show today. Hey dear.
Aren't you?
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Alex, for showing us around.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. You can check out iHome Real Estate in the description box below. And if you want to contact Alex more directly, you have kind of more exclusive hidden properties as well on the website.
Yeah, so a lot of the places that I actually have, I can't show on the website. So there's a lot of secret places, so including the one that I showed you today.
Oh, it's a secret?
Yes.
Shh, don't tell anyone. And if you want to see the second video we did with Charlotte on her channel, you can click on the card above here and see how we got on in property number 2. And thank you to Charlotte for being the world's best cameraman. But for now, guys, as always, many thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.